There has been much tragedy in my life, at least half of it actually happened. My father was a Saint Bernard, my mother was a collie, but I am a Presbyterian. If I cannot smoke in heaven, then I shall not go. The more you explain it, the more I don't understand it. Good fathers not only tell us how to live, they show us. Do the thing you fear most, and the death of fear is certain. I don't give a damn for a man that can only spell a word one way. You want to be very careful about lying, otherwise you are nearly sure to get caught. You meet people who forget you. You forget people you meet. But sometimes you meet those people you cannot forget. Those are your friends. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. Never refuse to do a kindness unless the act would work great injury to yourself, and never refuse to take a drink under any circumstances. Synergy, the bonus that is achieved when things work together harmoniously. He is useless on top of the ground, he ought to be under it, inspiring the cabbages. I admire the serene assurance of those who have religious faith. It is wonderful to observe the calm confidence of a Christian with 4 aces. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Take your mind out every now and then and dance on it. It is getting all caked up. It is spring fever. That is what the name of it is. And when you have got it, you want, oh, you don't quite know what it is you do want, but it just fairly makes your heart ache. You want it so. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself. The lack of money is the root of all evil. I notice that you use plain, simple language, short words, and brief sentences. That is the way to write English. It is the modern way and the best way. Stick to it. Don't let fluff and flowers and verbosity creep in. One must travel to learn. Every day, now, old scriptural phrases that never possessed any significance for me before take to themselves a meaning. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. I wonder if God created man because he was disappointed with the monkey. I do not fear death. I had been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born, and had not suffered the slightest inconvenience from it. If you don't know how to pronounce a word, say it loudly. Do not compound mispronunciation with inaudibility. When I want to read something nice, I sit down and write it myself. The trouble ain't that there is too many fools, but that the lightning ain't distributed right. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. It is lovely to live on a raft. We had the sky up there, all speckled with stars, and we used to lay on our backs and look up at them, and discuss about whether they was made or only just happened. A journalist is a reporter out of a job. Annihilation has no terrors for me, because I have already tried it before I was born, 100 million years, and I have suffered more in an hour, in this life, than I remember to have suffered in the whole 100 million years put together. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. Worrying is like paying a debt you don't /to. I was born with Halley's Comet, and I expect to die upon its return. The future interests me. I am going to spend the rest of my life there. Sanity and happiness are an impossible combination. Explaining humor is a lot like dissecting a frog. You learn a lot in the process, but in the end you kill it. Education, that which reveals to the wise and conceals from the stupid the vast limits of their knowledge. Too much of anything is bad, but too much good whiskey is barely enough. If horses knew their strength, we should not ride anymore. The secret of making progress is to get started. Pessimism is only the name that men of weak nerve give to wisdom. Prediction is difficult, particularly when it involves the future. Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been. Sometimes I wonder whether the world is being run by smart people who are putting us on, or by imbeciles who really mean it. Until I came to New Mexico, I never realized how much beauty water adds to a river. There comes a time in every rightly constructed boy's life when he has a raging desire to go somewhere and dig for hidden treasure. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. The physician who knows only medicine knows not even medicine. After all these years, I see that I was mistaken about Eve in the beginning. It is better to live outside the garden with her than inside it without her. The Book of Mormon is chloroform in print. A few fly bites cannot stop a spirited horse. There is nothing to be learned from the second kick of a mule. Explore, dream, discover. Be respectful to your superiors, if you have any. Supposing is good, but finding out is better. Humor is the great thing, the saving thing after all. The minute it crops up, all our hardnesses yield, all our irritations and resentments flit away, and a sunny spirit takes their place. If work were so pleasant, the rich would keep it for themselves. It is no wonder that truth is stranger than fiction. Fiction has to make sense. What is the chief end of man to get rich? In what way? Dishonestly if we can, honestly if we must. Nothing so needs reforming as other people's habits. Fanatics will never learn that, though it be written in letters of gold across the sky. It is the prohibition that makes anything precious. Quitting smoking is easy. I have done it hundreds of times. To someone with a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. The inability to forget is far more devastating than the inability to remember.